Welcome back to the Crook Case podcast. I am Basmah Al-Kurdi, the founder of this project. Today we are diving into a big question. Should we stop fraud before it happens or chase the bad guys after the damage is done? It all started with a suspicious transaction at a local bank. The amount was unusually high and the recipient was an unknown entity. Mr. Ahmed, the bank's fraud prevention officer, stepped in. His job is to protect the bank from fraud through various strategies, including risk assessment, security measure, and internal controls. Mr. Ahmed's team conducts regular risk assessment to identify potential fraud risk. They implement strong security measures like multi-factor authentication and encrypted communication to safeguard customer data. When the suspicious transaction was flagged, Mr. Ahmed decided to conduct a proactive investigation, knowing that waiting too long could mean losing vital evidence. Mr. Ahmed interviewed bank employees and analyzed transaction data. He looked for patterns and mismatch, gathering information to build a complete picture of the fraud. Through his proactive investigation, Mr. Ahmed discovered that an insider was behind the fraud. A bank employee had been manipulating transactions for personal gain. With the fraud exposed, the bank took immediate action to enhance its internal control. They implemented stricter approval process and increased employee training on fraud prevention. Mr. Ahmed's proactive approach saved the bank from a major financial losses. Proactive investigations identifies and addresses fraud before it shoots up, while reactive investigation responds after the damage is done. Both are essential, but proactive measures can make all the difference. After this story, we can summarize the important points. Financial fraud, its various forms, can destroy businesses and communities. Choosing the right investigation strategy can mean the difference between preventing a crime and dealing with its effects. The previous story explained the idea of proactive investigation and reactive investigation. The goal of proactive investigation is to stop crimes before they start. Its methods are risk assessment, identifying vulnerability early, real-time monitoring, spotting warning signs as soon as they appear, early detection and deterrence, making potential criminals think twice. The second type, reactive investigation, aims to detect and solve crimes after they happened and is done by gathering evidence, building a strong case, interviewing witnesses and suspects, confirming detail and motives, tracking offender, following money, data, or physical evidence. You might wonder, is there a right approach? Both approaches have their place. In high-risk, fast-moving environment, proactive approach can help protect your organization from potential huge losses. But when a crime is discovered, reactive approach helps gather evidence, bring criminals to justice, and recover stolen assets. That's all for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed this story and found it helpful. If you are dealing with fraud or just want to learn more in this field, be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for our next episode. Until then, stay safe, stay awake, and take action before fraud takes a chance.